Good morning, everyone. This is the first video. It will be a topic-based video. The first one, that's a reading one. I think my screen is shared. The first video will be on central ideas and details. Okay. So the first reading video will be on central ideas and details. It looks like which choice best describes the main idea of the text. We will be provided with a short text like this one and the stem of the question. This is the stem of the question, which is very important. Which choice best describes the main idea of this text? The main ideas and central details and main ideas, you will find those questions in SAT, ACT, EST. No reading test without central ideas and details questions. As I said, it looks like this. What's the main idea of the text, of the short text? We have tips you need to pay attention to. You don't need to read. That there's no required information. Just stick to the text. Some people can say, I need to read more and more before the reading test. Yes, this can enhance your skills, your knowledge. But in SAT, ACT, to tackle this question, required information is not necessary because everything will be in the text here. Number two, so don't think outside that box, that text. You don't need extra information. The second one, so the required information or extra information not needed. Stick to the text. This is number one. Number two, you know that it's like, why was the text written? Why was the text written? The main reason, like the main idea of the text. You can think like the author or the writer who wrote that text. Number three, of course, you will be asked about details. You need to pay attention to not just one detail, all main details in the text. Okay, as in number four, a main idea should include all important details of the text. Let's go to the strategy. What strategy am I supposed to follow? The strategy should be like that. Number one, you read the stem of the question. Where is the stem of the question? This is the stem. This is number one. The stem. That is the stem. I'll match it. Read the stem. This is the stem. Number two, go to the text. You need to go to the text and try to get all important details. Get all important details. So number two, go to the text, try to understand all important details. Number three, these are the choices. Eliminate too broad, too narrow, or clueless choices. Too broad choices, like all people. If let's say that I can say somebody likes Muhammad Salah, does it mean that all people like Muhammad Salah? No. And the opposite of it, the narrow choices, very specific choices. Let's say that I'm speaking about all Egyptian players or all British players. If I have a choice talking only about one specific player, that would be a narrow choice I have to eliminate. Go to the clueless choices. Some choices will be irrelevant. You will not find any clue in the text for them. That's why you have to eliminate them. The too broad, the too narrow, and the clueless choices. Also the opposite. Some choices will contradict the main idea of the text. Okay, let's go back to the broad choices again and the narrow choices. Okay, the broad choices, let's say that I'm talking about, let's say that the text is about all fruits. If a choice, okay, sorry, that's the too narrow. That's the too narrow. The text is about all fruits. Okay, if a choice targets apples, this will be a narrow one because in the text I talk generally. Let's move to the two broad choices. Two broad choices if the text is about only apples and the choice or one of the choices is talking about all fruits. That's wrong. I have to eliminate this choice because it will be broad choice. You have to eliminate it. So this is the broad choice, this is the narrow choice, and also the clueless choices. Some choices you will not find clues for them in the text. Don't use your background information, don't use your knowledge, because if the piece of information is not included in the text, that's a wrong one. Also, the opposite. Again, some choices will contradict the fact that is stated in the text. Let's look at this example. Which choice? This is number one. Which choice best describes the main idea of the text? That's the text. This is number one, the stem. Now, I will go through the text. Fortunately, that's a short text. Compared to the paper SAT, the digital one, you are provided with very short texts, which is better, I believe. Look at that. Many intellectual histories of the Black Power movement of the 60s and 70s rely heavily, you pay attention to the adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives, verbs on essays and other explicitly ideological works as primary sources. So the topic here, Black Power movement, okay? A tendency that can represent the perspectives of a small number of thinkers, most of whom were males. So it's supposed that most of them were males. Okay. Historian Ashley D. Farmer. I'm so sorry, I will deviate a little bit because I like when we incorporate reading skills with the writing skills. So I will incorporate this. Look, my friends, historian Ashley. This is the title, right? His profession, his job. And this is the name. Is the comma needed? No, it's not needed. So the comma is not needed between the title or the job and the name. Historian Ashley, Professor James. Okay, let's go back to the reading part. So the Black Power movement, it was mostly concerning males. Now, historian Ashley, has shown that expanding the array of primary sources to encompass more types of print materials, including political cartoons, ads, and artwork. The dash, that gives me the dash and hyphen and the colon. They give me extra information. They give me elaboration to what's before them. Leads to a much better understanding of the movement. We are still talking about the movement and the crucial and diverse roles ها يا جماعة crucial and diverse roles that black women played in shaping it. So that contradicts with the males. It was not just males. No, the black women played a crucial role, a crucial part in that movement. Let's go to the choices and we will try to eliminate. I will try to find opposites. I will try to find too broad. I will try to find clueless choices to eliminate them. So I need to put in my mind, look, هما في black power movement, can في male, okay, but finally, and I believe the main idea, of every, uh, I can say every, but most of the texts you will find the main idea, the last sentence, the last sentence is important, very important. Last sentence is very important. That's why I will try to highlight. So the black power movement, most male, but now the black women played in shaping, and that was a crucial and diverse role of those women. Let's go back to the main idea. Okay, that's because of Ashley D. Farmer has shown blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the choices. Before Farmer's research, historians had largely ignored the intellectual dimensions of the Black Power movement. If I match this choice to the last sentence, I want to write it here. I will write the summary of it. So black women, I will write it here. Black women, crucial role, important role, right? If you compare this to the last part of the text or the last sentence of the text, you will find it what? Does it work? They ignored, that's a negative tone. But if we go to the text or the last sentence, the tone was very positive toward the black women role or part in the black movement. Okay, so what can we call this? We can call this opposite. This is opposite, the relationship between this choice and the main idea of the text or the last sentence of the text. They contradict each other. That's why this is opposite to the text. That's why I will eliminate it. Let's move. I will leave B. Okay. C. Other historians of Black Power movement have criticized Farmer's use of the primary source. Oh my. I have one word here made me believe that this choice is the wrong choice without even going back to the text. Can you think of it? Can you think of it? Okay, that's other historians. Were there other historians of the movement mentioned in the text? واحد يقول لها مستر الله طب ما في historians. I know, I am knowledgeable. I am very knowledgeable and I know other historians. It doesn't matter. It's not in the text. As I told you at the very beginning, your knowledge, your personal ideas are not needed. You are analyzing what's provided for you. You are provided a text. You are analyzing the text. You're required your knowledge or your background. Both of them are not necessary. So go here. other historians. Ask yourself, where there other, sorry, I'm getting closer to the laptop. Were there other historians mentioned where in the text? The answer is no. Were there other historians? No. That's why I have to eliminate it. So this is clueless choice. That's why I have to eliminate it. The first one contradicts. That one is clueless. Okay, let's move to letter D. The figures in the Black Power movement. Blah, 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 blah. Can we eliminate it without reading it? Of course, we have to read, but we have to be smart enough to eliminate. الذكي هو اللي بيعرف يعمل elimination. Yes, you have to read the whole choice, لكن بتبقى it's very clear. لو انت فاهم التبس دي او لو انت فاهمه التبس دي, you will eliminate easily. The figures, the plural يا جماعه, إذا singular and plural matter, yes, they matter. He mentioned here figures. Where there mentioned figures in the text, just this one, no other figures. So I will eliminate C and D for the same reasons. No figures were mentioned in the text, so I have to eliminate it. So the right answer would be choice B. Farmer's methods and research. Okay, his methods. Look at that. That person, the main person here. Can you see? And it's the last sentence. As I told you, the last sentence is very important. Okay, what did that person do? Have enriched the historical understanding of the Black Power movement. The key words. Here are the key words of the text. Look at that. Farmer, the main person. Black Power movement. And most importantly, the contributions of whom? Of women. You can match that to the last. I'm so sorry. I look funny when I get closer to the cam. Last sentence. So that's the right one. Thank you so much, and see you in other videos with other examples, with other questions. Best of luck.